Hecate says it is you who have to make the choice. No one else will make it for you. I had a vision during the night, and I did post the short, so I don't know who of you have seen it already. I had a vision of you at the crossroads, so I do feel Hecate's presence, as she is the feminine energy who so often help us and has helped us before every time when we get to that place. I also had a second vision that I was shown. I will share that with you shortly. Just for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sophia, and I'm a bridge between here and the higher realms, translating, bringing messages from deities and entities and your higher selves, depending on who we connect with. The second vision I had was one of you surrounded by different layers of light. It was as if every layer was a different color, radiating outwards, 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 like, yeah, the best I can describe it, layers of light. And I feel that to bring to your attention that colors have frequencies, and just be aware of what you choose to wear or what you choose to surround yourself with, and how the colors influence you, and how you feel about something, about a certain color, will not necessarily be what the next person feel or connect with through that color. So don't be told by anyone that something can just be one way, but find out for yourself. Communicate with your spirit, through your spirit, and see what resonates with you when. It's actually a very exciting, almost like a game that you can play. So the crossroads, I apologize for the dogs outside. They can also be, because of Hecate approaching, being here, they can also be a sign of that. It is important to be aware, you who is listening. Take a few deep breaths so that you can be present when you receive this message. Because I have been becoming aware that there's a bit of a stirring in the energy field. I don't usually give attention to negative energies, as we have to fear nothing. But sometimes we can make things more difficult for ourselves by not listening to what the energies are trying to warn us about or to guide us away from. Now, I feel the presence of Hecate very strongly. And I want to hear what she says about you being at the crossroads. I know we have been at such a place a few weeks ago, for those of you who are subscribers and are listening to the downloads regularly. But remember, we always have new choices to make. That's part of life. And the choices we make, the way we choose to focus on something, determines how we experience our reality. And the choice you're going to make now, that's the one that is in front of you now, the thing that you firstly think of when I say you are at a crossroad, that will determine your experience for a good few months ahead. So let's not take it totally lightly, but let's not stress over it either. Let's see what comes through. So you can travel with me by taking a few deep breaths, closing your eyes, or you can just listen. You will receive the messages and the downloads like that. I just want to mention also here that I started a membership channel where we will travel together for longer times, longer, can I say, distances. You can check that out. I will put a link in the description. Okay. There is some disturbance. You can hear many dogs barking. I see like a circle forming, a very wide circle. I'm talking miles around this crossroads, and that the dogs barking were helping to create this. It is like a protective shield, protective space. So we're standing here at the crossroads, and we have with us Hecate, her energy. So when you come at a crossroads, firstly you have to realize it is a crossroads, because often you do not see it. It's like when you're wearing those flaps that horses wear, and you don't see there are different roads going different ways, and you have to choose. So examine if there are anything that, so stop first, stop. That's the first thing. Stop and realize you are at a crossroad. Stop and realize you can choose differently than just to continue on a path that is not satisfying to you. Realize that some of you have moved backwards on the road that you came. Some of you are not seeing the road to the right, and the road to the left are ignored. Let's hear clearly what the guidance is. Hecate says it is you who have to make the choice. No one else will make it for you. Choose authenticity always. Choose, as Beshar says, the road of the highest excitement, till you can not follow your highest excitement anymore, and then choose what next excites you. But it's deeper than that. Sometimes excitement can be a distraction because it is ruled by the nervous, when it is ruled by the nervous system. So make sure that you do not choose by listening to the human identity and the ego. I hear that you will instinctively know what the next step is that will be in that direction. Just focus on the next step that will put you on the right path on this crossroad. I hear that the easiest way for you, and there's light filling the room, I can feel it. The easiest way for you forward would be to stay on the path you are on. There's a bright, bright light surrounding me, surrounding you. I see it is Christ consciousness. It is that consciousness that is this bright, bright light taking you forward. You don't have to change direction. Become aware of the steps you take. Become more present in your own life, in the moment. To experience this, you don't have to think ahead, so far ahead. With this beautiful elevated consciousness, also present is the red dragon. So I literally see Christ and I see the red dragon, and it is the same energy of light and fire and purity that is present, and that is the energy that is you. That is the energy that you have integrated into your body. That is your spirit connecting with the higher mind. I hear you are creating something wonderful, and not to doubt that. I hear some of you still hears the voice of a parent figure, and I see specifically the mother in your head that creates a bit of resistance, of doubt. Just release that. You don't have to interact with those thoughts or those memories. Just send love to that connection. Okay, it's very, very bright now. It's a bright white yellow light. That you're standing in. Just stand for a moment on this road. Stand in the middle of the crossroads and feel how you know you're on the right path. I hear that there are nature spirits that will be signs for you. Just as a treat from the universe. I hear frogs, dragonflies, fairies, for those of you who can see them already. They're showing me that this path forward is filled with magical things, because it's mirroring you. I'm shown rainbows, I'm shown Pegasus. Your only limits are the boundaries in your mind that you keep there to feel safe. So examine those. See what belief is creating the boundary. Examine the belief. And if it aligns with you, shift. That is the way you expand your consciousness. The more you expand your consciousness, the more you will stay on this very high frequency. There are much to learn. You are infinite. I want to see. There's a hawk. Which is a clear symbol of guidance, ascension, also connecting with ancestors. You will, in your dreams, experience this more. Starting today, you will experience the wisdom from the ancestors that you need for this next part of the journey, coming through more and more in your dreams and during meditation. I'm shown that there are heights that you will reach. I'm shown high cliffs, and I'm shown that the hawk is flying upwards, and you are smiling as you walk because you know you will reach that. Without effort that causes you pain. You will reach it, and I get full body chills through that just being. I heard the word playing. I don't know why I didn't want to say it because it seems so simple, but that is what it is, like a child skipping on the path, playing, looking at everything that is just there exactly for you, specifically for you. The rock, the grass, the crickets, everything is there to remind you of who you are, because you are one with everything. And it creates this beautiful story that you are telling with each step. I hear to read the book The Little Prince. I see it clearly, and the light is getting brighter and brighter again in the room. It's the light of your awareness that will be expanded when you do this. There's a lesson in that. There is guidance there. It was like an elvish spirit that said that brought that to me. Now I will return now. Those of you who came with can also know that we're going to return now. Take a few deep breaths to ground. Feel your body. What I'm hearing is you should not confuse all that you hear with what you know. Don't confuse what you have to do or be to live this life of enlightenment. If you listen to neuroscientists talking, and they are bringing this new discoveries, and they're telling you about these tests that were now confirmed. They are telling you how what the mystics knew always, or for many centuries, are now confirmed, are now starting to be confirmed or shown to be true through tests. But you don't need those tests if you know from first-hand experience what is true. And I always think of the verse in the Bible that says there's no end to the amount of books that will be written. And also in that text, you are called to be like a child, because that is how you will enter the kingdom of heaven, and the kingdom of heaven is here now in you. To be like a child is not to be less than. That is to see through the illusion, as you did before you started to feel the separation, the individuation, and thought that this human life is the reality that you see here in front of your eyes. You create your reality. You create your experience. You are me and I am you. Everything is part of Source. Everything is creation waking up to itself. Everything has consciousness. In some, the consciousness is asleep, but it all are us. I'm so thankful for the energies that appeared for us today. Remember to look out for those signs that are like little gems on your path. The nature spirits. Spend time in nature. Thank you for your presence and for sharing your energy. If you are looking for something to watch next, I would highly recommend this video about presence. Till I speak to you next time, I'm sending you my infinite love. Goodbye.